Well, no,
Like
Monster Hunter has a good combat loop to the point where it doesn't even matter about the materials. Like, I could have the best gear for me, and I'll keep playing just because the combat and the
I
gameplay
should
is
go
fun.
to the library and see what Popola's up to.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, even if you are farming for like specific weapon or monster parts, it still is fun, like farming it. Versus like Ram Blue, like all the bosses are like kind of a joke, except for the double boss one and the double dragon one.
Well, the thing with Monster Hunter is that even if you fight the same monster over and over again, every fight is almost different.
Yep, I will say that. I agree with that. I distinctly remember fighting what was his name? Gigante? The first time I fought him, I'm like, this guy's impossible. I can't kill him. I can't dodge his attack.
Yeah.
And until I learned how to dodge that, like, sky dive
But it's
attack.
important to take a step back and look around sometimes.
But yeah. Are you gonna go back for season 4? For a while?
Probably not. Just because I heard that the fade. Because like, imagine doing the old raids all over again.
Oh, they are doing faded.
Visiting Popola again today?
Because I was looking at stuff, right? Imagine going back to the first raid that came out. It's not even, and they're rotating it too.
That's disappointing. That's actually I never played Faded, but I imagine that it was really boring.
Yeah, and on top of that, you don't even get, like, they're still keeping where you can't even target the loot from Mythic Plus. It's across all dungeons now, because they don't want people targeting loot. So I'm just like, that makes it even harder. Why would I want to work for something that I'll never ever get? Like, you're just flipping a coin and hoping for the best.
Her cough's still pretty bad.
Oh, your Sylvanas daggers? you got a 1 month period to try and get them. Oh, that feels
Yeah,
I keep hoping
it's
she'll at least
so
get
bad.
a little better, but I don't know. I feel like I'm failing her.
Like that was with the Sylvanas daggers and the Hunter bow from Sylvanas too. So I'm just like, imagine doing that twice a month. I'm like, nope, not doing that.
Yeah.
I still don't even have the bow
I
from
got a
Sylvanas.
request from someone in the shopping district.
I remember this for a month. I'm like, nope, not doing it. After the month, I'm like, nope, not doing it ever again. This is so stupid.
I'm on my way.
They give you a limited time for your best slot, and it's kind of like you might not even get it.
It'll come in handy.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I haven't been keeping up with WoW, but I remember reading
And one more thing.
a WoW head
Would you
post.
mind purchasing 3 medicinal herbs from the
where
client
they're
while
talking
you're
about
at
the
it?
drop
I
rates
used my
for the
last one
Farak
earlier.
legendary.
Here's some money.
And like,
Popola, this is way too much.
basically what I got from it was like you
Buy
needed
some for
like
Yona
X
while
amount
you're
of
at
kills to get
You don't have
the
to.
legendary
It's okay.
two-handed.
Really.
But
I think
for
that's
me,
the worst legendary they ever created.
huh?
I think that's the worst legendary they've
For
ever
everything.
created.
Really?
Yeah, because the power of it is so
What's
shit,
this all about?
and then not only that, you gotta craft it.
Just the way
I mean,
you and
didn't
the
you
other
have to
villagers
do-
always take care of us.
Well,
We
actually,
really
the truth is I don't
appreciate it, is all.
actually know. Because what, it's the
Think nothing of
Blades
it.
of Azeroth,
People need besides.
the Thunder
Everyone
Fury,
here wants to see Yona healthy and happy. So hang in there, okay?
I
what
will.
else?
Yeah, Blade Azeroth, Ilinden's weapon, and what's it? Thunder Fury was so broken.
Yeah.
Like, it literally
better.
broke the game. It was so strong that it broke the game. Like, rogues were taking Blade Azeroth
Yona?
into PvP arenas and stuff, and they were destroying almost
Yona,
everything.
You're supposed to be in bed.
Ooh.
See, now your ribbon's all
Yeah.
undone.
I'm trying to think of other legendaries.
And then, with the Thunder Fury, it made
just
Warrior,
thought I'd
because
see
you know
if the
Warrior has
library
shit,
had any
or
books about
virtually
how to cure
no
my sickness.
AoE in Black and Vanilla.
Yona.
They literally had no AoE.
Look,
They
don't
didn't have
worry.
Thunderclap or anything
You're
like that,
gonna be
right?
fine.
That with
You
the
just need
Thunder
to eat
Fury,
and
it
rest.
made them the
If you
best
take
tank
good care of
because now they
yourself,
get AoE
you'll
tank.
get better.
Ooh.
And then they were already the best tank
I
back
know
then,
so.
but then it made them even
Anyway,
better.
I've got work to do, so I need you to
Yeah.
head home.
Yeah,
Deal?
that is true. Yeah. What else? I think mob, the mob cloak.
Oh yeah, the mob pool was
People say
broken
the
because
world
everyone
is
could have it. It was
Populations
so
continue
like
to fall.
it was.
while plague
Wait,
and
did you play
disease
mob?
run rampant.
Yeah, I played the later half.
If
Did
that
you
I
get the
wasn't
remember the
enough,
healing one was
monsters
real,
called
like,
shades
it
now
was like,
roam the land as
it
well,
stored your
threatening our
overhealing,
very
and then when
lives.
it needed it,
But I
like,
can't let
it'll
any
heal,
of that
auto heal.
distract me.
I was like, whoa, that's fucking broken. I
I
don't know
think
what the
Mob-
DPS
Sister
for
is
the tank
sick,
ones
And
did.
my only goal is to
Yeah, I
ensure
think
that
mob
the
was
two of
when
us survive. It's
people
not
were at
easy for
the
a pair of kids
players
to
were at
live
the
on their
strongest
own.
ever in WoW history.
But the villagers have been
Oh,
kind
yeah?
to us. And
Yeah,
despite
because
everything,
a lot of
somehow I
things
feel
were
like we're gonna
like, for
be
example,
okay.
just
We
using
have to
healers
be.
for example.
There's
There's
no
this thing
other
called smart
choice.
healing, which will always heal the like say you do an AOE, right? If a character is at full health, it won't heal that character, and it'll always prioritize characters with the lowest health.
That's right. That's right. That's when, like, Disc Priest literally just spam smite
Yeah,
and then just healed when they needed to.
and then like for example, a shaman could just put healing rain down and not do any other spell, and a healing rain will basically heal the raid. Like shamans were pretty strong.
Damn.
And then your chain, because you know now the chain heal just bounces to random people, even if the person's at full health. Before, the chain heal will only bounce to whoever needs it the most, except for the target that you target, like the first target, and then the other bounces will always go to whoever needs it the most. And so shamans were really strong raid healers.
Okay. Yo, this? Is it just me, or does this game, like, the aesthetics gives me, like, Dynasty Warriors vibes?
Is this game based off? I mean, like the engine. Is it still using the old engine, or is it like built from scratch?
No, it's using the old engine. It doesn't feel as smooth as NIER Automata.
Okay, yeah, because to me, it looks like it's built off like PlayStation 3 or 2.
Yeah, like my frame rate is dropping right now.
Oh, jeez. What the hell?
I don't even know why.
Oh, that's so bad. I thought it was just like a network thing.
No.
Oh, there we go. That's weird.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the Dragon's Dogma 2 character creation. Some of them are so funny. Like the Pikachu one is so funny.
Oh, they did a Pikachu?
They did a Pikachu, they did Winnie the Pooh, and those things look like monsters. It looks horrendous.
Oh, they look horrendous. I saw like Kratos and Lizelle from Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, some creations are really cool, like, and some of them they even made like real characters like Keanu Reeves.
Oh
He
yeah,
looks
that's right.
like
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
How's Yona doing?
Thinking about getting dragons.
You must be the kid Popola sent. I need 3 pieces of mutton as soon as you can, alright?
The quote-unquote raid.
I was hoping it changed the meta, because you know how the meta is super offensive? I was kind of hoping that they made it to a point where people could start using either utility or a little bit more defenses.
No, people are always gonna do more damage. But also, the you know how they have the power ranking recommendation? It's only 1800 or 18,000. Whereas, like, if you have a fully geared character, everyone's over like 22. So
Didn't it say his level is 200?
yeah, but
Wouldn't it be higher than that?
Yeah,
Well,
he complained about that. They all pointed that out.
yeah, like he still does a lot of damage, and he has a lot of HP. But the fight itself is like super anime. Yeah, not that fun, especially for melee. Oh my god, horrendous.
Yeah, the more I play Eugen and Io, the more I realize how easy they have it compared to Melee.
Yep. Yeah, I did that boss a couple times on Percival, but I died so many times. I'm like, nope. nope, we're just gonna play range. So I'll just play Eel.
I better get this mutton back.
Will Rackham be good for him? Cause Rackham, I find Rackham isn't an easier range DPS.
Yeah, he's
Damn.
like the easiest.
What are Shades doing so close to town?
But his damage ceiling is so low that like I don't even think it's worth playing him.
I thought he did. I mean, I guess this is with the bug with the aerial barrage.
Yeah.
But is his damage a lot lower after that?
Yeah. If you weren't abusing that bug, he doesn't do that much damage. Like when you compare it to like a properly played any other class, they're all gonna do more damage than Rackham.
No, but then I think he has his place because to me he seems like a sustained DPS, whereas most other DPS are more
I had no
bursty.
idea Shades were loose so close to the village.
Yeah, that is true, but I don't know, like when it comes to the meta, like everyone wants. Oh, also you can't CC this boss, so like.
Oh, you can't paralyze, you can't glaciate though?
Yeah, so like Lancelot loses a lot of his value. I guess Catalina too.
So there's no point in taking the paralyzed, like Tim's on Eel, there's no point taking the
Can't
thunder
even go
then.
hunting in peace anymore.
Yep.
Time to get
I
this
just
meat to the
swap it out with
shopkeeper.
Gravity Will or whatever that spell is. But yeah, but when it comes to like the meta, like everyone is like burst damage, and everyone's burst or they recharge their SBA fast or they have some sort of niche.
Here's that mutton.
Whereas like
thank
Rackham
you.
technically
You wouldn't
he
believe
is,
how
like,
popular
his
this
niche
stuff
is
has
like
been lately.
sustained damage, but
Oh, and this isn't much,
damage
but
is so
I'd like
low
you to
that
have
like
it. And tell Popolo I said thanks.
over the
okay?
course of a fight, like
You got it.
there's still a lot of downtime. So just like any other
Why
like
not fill your garden?
any other DPS that requires uptime on a boss, like they lose out versus like burst characters like EO.
I hope you.
Yeah, I find these characters, like, it's, the whole game is really one-dimensional.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You haven't done the boss yet.
Come back
right?
any.
No, but then like, the reason why I like Lost Ark is because sustained DPS has their place and burst DPS has their place too. And even DPS that do high stagger instead of high damage, they have their place too.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. But trust me, if you you definitely don't want all burst DPS.
Yeah,
I
no.
remember.
Yeah, that's why I said like each one has their place in the fight, like in the raid or whatever. I mean, granted, I didn't play it as long as you, but what I played, a sustain has their place, a burst has their place, and a stagger has their place because you kind of need each type of DPS.
Yeah, that is true.
Whereas in Grand Blue is all bursty, like bursty type DPS kind of just wins
I
out.
delivered the mutton.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, technically that
here's
is
your
how
Great.
Lost Ark was.
That
At
should
least
help with the
when
food
I
shortage.
played. That's how
And
Lost Ark
thanks for the
was. Like
herbs,
burst
too.
DPS was the meta.
That's all for today. You should hurry
And,
back to Yona.
Thanks.
I remember my guildmate, my guildie, or my raid leader actually, of Avenues. He's a Sork main, and he's told me plenty of times he's been in parties where it's like all Sorks, and the way that the boss attacks or mechanics happens is like they do it at health bar numbers. And so when he was doing like one of the bosses with a party full of Sorks, they don't do damage outside of their burst window. So you just see 3 Sorks just trying to whittle down like 1 health bar slowly over the course of like 5 minutes. It's like really painful. But yeah, no, in Grand Blue it's definitely burst damage. Like now that Fairy she doesn't generate as much
Welcome
SBA.
home.
Like
How'd it
I
go today?
pretty much
Because
dropped her.
I just stayed
She was
here
definitely
because
one of
you
my
told me
favorite
to.
before, but
I tried reading books, but I finished all
not
of them.
not anymore.
So if you have any fun stories, you should tell me.
Well, Popola told me about a legendary
She's
flower
the one
called
that
the lunar
the
tear.
summons, right?
Have
Do
you
the
heard of it?
summons?
That's a silly
Yeah,
name.
she's
I
the,
guess.
yeah.
But
She
people
summons,
say
like, the
finding one
ghost
will make you
spirits.
rich beyond your wildest dreams.
Or the ghosts,
If I ever
really?
found one,
I don't
She
know
has
why.
I'd eat so many cookies your
I-
stomach would hurt.
I don't really gravitate
Would a
towards
lunar
pet
tear
or
make me better?
summon type characters. I don't know why.
Sure.
I just don't.
With that kind of money, we could buy the best
I-
medicine around.
I always
The
like the
kind
idea
that'll
of
cure
them,
anything.
but I always feel like endgame wise, like they're usually not that good.
Yona, what's wrong?
Trying to think.
It's nothing. Good night.
Yeah, ironically, Fairy's meta, and still now, her meta
Oh, yeah.
rotation is just do the launch attack and then do the aerial like triangle. You just spam that over and over again. So you don't even
Okay,
use like
I'm
her
off to
normal
Popola.
attacks,
See you
which
later.
feels really, really bad.
And please stay out of trouble today, okay?
Okay.
But I don't know. I did enjoy that playstyle, but again, since the SBA gauge gain got nerfed, it's not as fun. I'm trying to think who builds the fastest SBA. I think it's Charlotta. Yeah, I think it's Charlotta. Or maybe Gran. I don't know, needless to say, the game is pretty boring now.
Like,
You-
I think a way to revitalize or give it more longevity is bring some of the old fights up to endgame. Like, for example, versus Bahamut. Bring it,
Hey, Popola.
not
I do
like bring
have
it to the
something, but
endgame. Like,
I don't
all,
know.
and it's so easy to do because all you have to do is scale it up.
I'm sure I can handle it.
Yeah.
Because there's some cool, like some fights are not
well,
that
you
bad
know the
in
little
like the
wooden
lower
bridge out in the
difficulties.
northern plains,
All you have to
right?
scale it up, and it gives like endgame more variety. Like people could choose
The one where the
more
pillars
things
all
than
rotted
just
out?
certain fights. Like, for example, people just keep choosing.
Exactly.
When I was playing, people
we had
just
a team
choose
of
basically two
carpenters working
fights,
on it,
or three.
They
They
were
basically
attacked by
choose
shades.
Proto Bahamut, the
Wait,
robot
really?
dinosaur
But
guy,
it's so sunny
raptor,
there.
and
Yes, I know.
the two guys,
Apparently,
the
it
girl
was
and the guy
overcast
that
day,
the dual
and the
fighters.
shades caught them off guard. One of the
The
carpenters
little girl
was
that flies
seriously
around, and then
injured,
the big dude.
but they
Those are the
can't
three
heal
fights
him
people
so
keep
long as the shades
playing
are
over and
there.
over and over
I'll
again,
go take
right?
him out.
If you're up for it.
Yeah.
It could be really dangerous.
I'll be fine, Popola.
Yep,
I've been
I
training every
agree.
day. I'm as
I
strong
would
as
definitely like
anyone
the
in the
dragons
village.
to be
Heck,
like
I killed
the
a bunch
higher
of shades by the
difficulty.
village
Not
gate
just
just
the
yesterday.
light and the
Oh?
dark dragon,
That's a
but
bit
the other
disconcerting.
elementals,
Anyway,
like the fire, wind,
are
ice
you
one.
sure you want to take this job?
Yep, I got this.
Yeah, because like I'll go back and be like, hey, I remember this fight because I get again, you weren't here when you were lower, right? And then you're like, I remember this fight is pretty fun. You go there, you destroy it, and then you're like, oh, it was much harder back then. It kind of sucks now. But, oh, I guess because you just overgear it, right? But I'm like, those are pretty good fights, but they're just not up to scale anymore.
That is true. Yeah, I think. Well, I forgot his name. Remember that dragon that's in the lava? You fight half of his body.
Oh, and then you got
have
moved
to-
platforms, right?
Yeah. I remember really liking that one. I don't know how it would. Well, I think it would still be fun if you scale it up.
I remember I hated that one because he moves back, and then his hitbox not in melee anymore.
Oh yeah.
And then, like, for certain characters, that's a big deal. Like, for example, if, like, for Zeta, when you know how she does the air thing, I'll miss, right? And you're like, god damn it, because his hitbox moves out, and now you can't hit it anymore. So certain characters, it kind of sucks fighting him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I definitely feel that with Blasarago too. When I fully charge my attacks and I let it go, and he just dips out of range. Oh gosh. And then, I still hate that sand, that giant robot. So bloody. Did you ever beat Baldur's Gate, Steven?
No, because it got to a point where you can't solo it anymore.
What fight did you stop at? Or when did you stop?
Because
Remember?
I don't remember, but then the ads just become. Well, I mean, technically could if you keep running away, and then kind of ambushing them over again because they don't lose health, right? Like if you enter combat, you do, but then it gets tiring doing that over and over again.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to imagine.
Yeah, so it's just a lot of work, like, and I'm just like, after a while, like at the beginning you feel amazing, right? Because like you're like, oh, I'm doing all this, but after a while you're just like, okay, this is getting tiring. I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I
That's
imagine
that should
the Act
take care of
2
the
final
shades for a
boss,
while.
or even like, not even just the final, right before the final boss. I feel like that's impossible to do solo. Because there's so... And plus, you killed off all the NPCs too, so you have no one else to help you for that fight, so yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
there's
that
one
fight probably
that trapped me. Yeah, so the fight where you fought, you know the guy that could... I forget his name, but the general?
Okay.
When you fight the general, he trapped you in that fight. You can't run away, right? That's the only fight so far that I remember playing that he traps you. Every other fight you can run out. That fight they trapped you. So I remember I had to make so many saves because if you waste your turn, it's the biggest deal ever, right? So I remember saving and then playing out. I'm like, nope, that doesn't work. I gotta reload it again. And then even to a point where if I don't get a crit, I'll reload it. It's like, and then when I get crit, I'm like, oh, thank fucking god, right? Because when you're playing by yourself, a crit can be indifferent between winning the fight or losing the whole fight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I just got so sick and tired of reloading and retrying everything because like a trial and error, and a lot of it's just luck too. Luck is part of it too, right? Even if you do everything right and you don't get a crit, so like almost your turn or every the enemy's turn, you have to keep saving because if they get a crit on you, you gotta reload it.
Yeah, too much damage.
Yeah, it's just so much work to play solo.
Yeah. Makes sense. I can't imagine trying to play that game solo. Well, you definitely will have to know the fights beforehand too. And know what you can set up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's raining like crazy now. Yes, it is raining like crazy.
You're back.
Hey, Popola.
Did everything go all right? Were you hurt?
I'm fine.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried. I felt like I sent you into a really dangerous situation.
Did you beat,
if something had...
Popola,
The 7?
look at me.
I know,
I
it's
don't
just...
know what it's called. Is it Rebirth?
I'm just relieved is all.
7. Final Fantasy 7 Remake Rebirth.
Oh, here.
So
Those...
right now, that game because
Go
I'm
buy
doing
something nice
everything.
for you.
In that game,
Oh,
if you're doing everything, it
speaking
gets
of
tiring
Anna,
really fast.
She came by this
Because there's a
afternoon.
lot of what I
She
call
was
bloat
supposed to stay home.
content.
I think it's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's,
She just wanted to
I mean,
ask
it's
me
a Final Fantasy, right? So there's a lot of
About
filler
what?
type
She
content
was
if you're
asking
not
about
doing the main
outside
storyline.
world.
You mean outside the village?
And that game is so
Exactly.
loaded with
She
mini
seemed
games.
excited,
Like
too.
there's so much
Poor
mini
thing
games
was talking a mile a minute.
that I'm just like, holy shit, this is a little too much. I mean, at first I'm
She's
like, oh, this
probably
is super
been
fun,
getting
right?
nutty
But
ideas
then later,
from
after a
some
while, I'm
book
like,
again.
okay, this is just way too much mini games.
Don't worry. I made sure to remind her she isn't allowed beyond the gates.
You do the dating scenes yet?
So there's certain
Thanks.
things where you can choose
But
certain
she
characters
was worried
to
about you.
Yeah, I
gain
will. Thanks again.
I guess rep with or whatever, right? Like affection with. But then if you choose certain characters, you lose certain affection with other characters. So sometimes certain things will open up with certain characters, and then depending on your relationship with other characters, sometimes it won't open up. So depending on who you're, for me, I'm doing with Tifa just because I like her playstyle. Like she was the strongest physical attacker back in Remake, and I do think that Aerith is stronger, but Aerith saw magic, and then it's really hard to build. Like she's basically an end game character. Tifa was the strongest physical attacker. If she's the same thing as in Remake, then she's gonna scale better than Cloud. Because right now she hits kind of weak. She took a huge nerf. Like they made her way slower and they made her hit way weaker. But I have a feeling she's going to scale better because she's already starting to scale better than Cloud right now. I'm only in the second region, and she's already scaling better.
Oh wow, nice.
But then if you're used to her speed and damage from the remake, you're like, holy shit, she's so weak. Like when you first play her.
Make sure
And
you stock.
I kind of don't like Red 13.
What?
The dog, the red dog, because
Oh,
he focuses on getting hit and building vengeance, right? So he's a block parry type character. I mean, you can play him different, but his passive is getting more vengeance through parry or blocking.
Hey,
So
how's it
you
going?
literally have to wait for the enemy to attack you.
we've got some
oh,
And
that's pretty lame.
sometimes when you're playing, I mean, he's great for bosses, right? But sometimes when you just go out in the open, you're fighting, like, just try and grind, the enemies take forever to attack you. Like, you're sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. Like, the AI is pretty dumb.
Did you play like that in the original game
Hey
too?
there, Sonny.
Probably not.
No, in the original you can't, I mean, no, I don't think you can play him.
No, you get him. He's assistant AI. That's it.
Yeah, like you don't get to play him, but he assists you in combat.
got some new-
So technically he's not playable.
Come back.
Yeah, and he also helps you
okay.
with like puzzles. But I would consider it
Okay. All right then.
Because I'm in the second region, and the last time I stopped, I just unlocked, or Yuffie just joined my party. Supposedly Yuffie is supposed to be pretty good, because from what I hear, she puts a lot of magic onto people's weapons, even her own weapon, and then then you could always have elemental advantage over certain, because every enemy has some elemental that they're weak against, and when you don't bring that element, you're kind of like, oh, this sucks, right? It's gonna take forever to kill. But then with her, she can put elemental on your like cloud sword or even her ability or like her shuriken. So she's good all around because she'll always give elemental weakness. So you're always against almost any fight, you're always at advantage.
That's actually sick. Built-in war elemental. Nice. Okay. So, I'm assuming it plays the same as Remake, right? Like, build the stagger meter, save all your skills. Once the boss is staggered, then you unload all your skills.
So
Doesn't look like she's
yes and
here.
no, because
I'd better go
I'm
ask
not
help.
endgame, so I do remember that in Remake that was more for endgame, and you actually don't really need that when you're playing like throughout the game till like later in the game. So
Hey,
I have a feeling it might be like
I
that
can't find
when you
Yona.
get later into the game. Because right now,
Really?
some of the enemies they die so
You have
fast,
any
you don't
idea
even stay
where
with
she
them.
might be?
She stopped by earlier today, but that was a
But
while ago.
there's one thing I don't like.
Did she
though,
say
either.
anything?
She just asked if I knew where
The game
lunar
is really
tears
aerial
grow.
based right now.
She's so cute. I told her how they used to grow around the lost shrine long
Yeah,
ago.
because you know in
Why
remake,
is Yona asking
aerial
about
was so
lunar
bad,
tears?
like flying enemies were so
Oh,
bad,
crap.
and aerial
What's
like
wrong?
combat was so
Yesterday,
bad.
I
But
told her that
here,
story about how lunar tears can
there's
make
so
you
many
rich.
flying enemies, and then if you're really good,
Oh,
you could
Then
just
we
stay
got
in
to
the
talking
air.
about
It's not
how
really
we could
ground
use the
based.
money to buy medicine to make her better.
you don't think she...
I think
Which
that's exactly what she did.
kind of
I
reminds
have
me
to go
of like
find
Kingdom
her.
Hearts,
What's
the last one.
fastest way to the lost
You know
shrine?
how everything's all
Through the
aerial
eastern
based,
gate.
and then
Got it.
it's not really
Thanks.
grounded, which I kind of really don't like.
I was just gonna ask you that. Is it like Kingdom of Hearts,
no.
where it's like
I have to get
floaty
to the
almost?
eastern gate.
Floaty
Yeah,
combat?
because you just, I mean, I wouldn't say it's floaty, but when you know how aerial combat, you kind of really can't control your character because you're just kind of mashing, and then your character just go towards whoever. So
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just attacking in the air, and then like the
What's
monster will
that?
move somewhere, and then like I'm still attacking in like nothing.
I can't believe this. She really went to the
Like-
lost shrine.
So I don't know. I'm torn because I do agree with people who say that the combat is better, but I also don't agree with them because it's really air based. Well, at least where I am at, it's really aerial. There's a lot aerial, and it's not really grounded. Whereas the remake was more grounded.
Okay. That's a little disappointing.
And then because once Cloud learned this one ability, it kind of breaks the game right now.
But
I mean, you can put on anyone, but I do put on Cloud because right now he's the fastest ATB. Like he's regaining ATB the fastest, right? ATB is the bar that you use the ability. Because Cloud, if he fills like you have to basically complete everything in the first region to unlock it, and then you fight boss in the training thingy, and then you get this ability where every time you fill ATB, you do like a lightning AoE. So all you see is lightning AoE everywhere, and you can get seizures from it. And then Cloud's in the air just attacking, all you see is lightning explosions everywhere. So it kind of breaking the game and making difficulty, because I have the difficulty on dynamic. So it adjusts to how I play. If I keep losing, the level will go down. If I keep winning, then so the game's supposed to adjusts the enemy's level according to how you play and according to your levels. Because you can't play hard until you beat the game.
oh,
Look at this rock slide.
interesting.
There's no
Yeah,
way
and that
Yona
lightning-
could have made it past here.
But
Maybe she
people
found
call it
some
the
other
Thunder
way in.
God build. It kind of makes everything kind of stupid because even though guys are resistant to lightning, because you're constantly doing it, you're damaging them all the time.
Okay. Definitely seems unintentional.
Well, I do think it's intentional because most people won't complete everything in every region, or at least in the first region, right? Like most people just go for main storyline. It's like because Final Fantasy games they always do this. If you complete everything in the region, they usually give you a pretty good reward. Because Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10, if you do complete everything in every region, you get a pretty good, like a really good reward.
Okay. And that lightning thing is, I'm assuming, one of those.
Yeah, because you gotta beat a lightning bird, and then once you beat him, you get because you get a material called enemy skill, so you can use his ability, right? So that lightning bird's ability, because you can select what all enemies, you can choose whatever ability, but everyone sucks except for the lightning bird, right? Because he's like basically a elite or the last boss of that region, and then every time you fill ATB, you burst out a huge lightning AoE. I mean, I wouldn't say damages to everyone because they're far enough it won't, but like most likely it hits almost everyone.
Wow.
there's even people on YouTube that have the build already, and theirs is way better because they're further in the game and they can fill their ATB way faster than I am. But even with me, filling the ATB is pretty quick on Cloud right now, and you see the lightning go off all the time. I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna get seizures.
Oof.
I mean, technically, I could play it without it, but after you play it, it's really hard to play without it.
Oh. I get that.
Well, there's one thing I also don't like. I don't like redoing everything all over again, because I don't know if you played the first one, but you had to level up materia, like for example your hit point up materia, your fire element materia, ice materia. You gotta do the same thing over again. So it feels like, for me, it's just kind of like, why? Like they should just give us a maxed out fire or ice or whatever, or hit point up, and then let us level up the new thing, because it feels like you're just doing everything that you already did in Remake.
They should do that old school thing where, well, actually, I'm trying to remember. Did any games actually do that? Where, like, you could use data from, like, a previous game and it'll carry over into the new one? I feel like there was a game that did that, but... Yeah, that does sound like a huge pain in the ass. You have to re-level everything.
Yeah, because, like, you get like your, like, there's one using fire materia. I'm like, I level up my fire materia in Remake. Now now it resets back to 1, like the first level. I'm just like, really? I gotta do this all over again? I'm just like, at least give me the basic stuff. Even if it's half built, like even if it's 50% and not 100%, I'm okay with that. But level from 1 again, I'm like, and then know that, like, because you kind of have to do it at least twice on 2 different materials, like give level up fire on 1, because a lot of times they split your group up, because you're gonna have 3 people in a group. A lot of times they split up to a point where, oh, now there's only these 2 characters or these 3 characters you couldn't play, and then you gotta switch your materials around. And then when you go back to the other players, you gotta take those material and put it back on those other guys. So it's better to have 2, like level 2 fires, so that way 1 fire stays on 1 party and the other fire stays on the other party. That way you don't have to keep switching your materials, go menu, spend time in menu, and switching materials all the time.
She'll never make it out of here.
And then you always, because like certain enemies have certain elemental weaknesses that I'm just like, I did this back in Remake, I don't want to do it again. Because they're just giving you the same thing. I mean, I kind of wish there's new things to play with. I mean, granted, I'm still pretty early, so I haven't got new things to play with. But like, yeah.
How long was it between the remake and this new one? It was like 5 years? 2
Yeah,
years?
I think 3 or 4 years.
Oh. Why did I think it was like 5 months?
I mean, it could be, I don't know. But the thing is, this game makes Remake feel like an experiment, and that so it feels like this game's the game that they really wanted to make, but I guess they didn't have either the technology or the ideas, or like for it. So it feels like Remake was just an experiment to do what they actually really wanted to do.
Because like the systems are more fleshed out or something?
Yeah, the combat is better aside from everything being like aerial. Because I kind of wish it was a little bit more grounded, but you know, I'm okay with that. It doesn't bug me, right? It's not bad like Kingdom Hearts, but it just starting to feel like oh, I'm just better off being in the air. There's no point in being on the ground anymore, you know? And I do think that being on the ground, being in the air has
There are
its own
shades here
thing,
too?
right? Like, sometimes you want to be in the, it should be where sometimes you want to be in the air and sometimes you want to be on the ground, but it kind of feels like, why even be on the ground? Like, I can just stay in the air the whole time. And then there's certain things
She'll
where,
never make it out of here.
because whenever you or your allies hit the enemy, you build up a bar. And then if both of you guys have the same bar, then you can use like combination attacks. And I don't know if you ever played Chrono Trigger, but it kind of feels like Chrono Trigger, where you could do combined attacks.
What is it? Oh, okay, yeah. Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, these combined attacks don't use your your bar that you build up. Like you just use it and then it uses its own bar, right? Think of it like a bar that you and your allies fill up, and then you can use it without using an ATB. I think these are a little unique, even though I don't have the early stuff. Like for example, Aerith will put like element on Cloud Sword, but only the element that you with the material that you use. So, for example, if you put air or fire element material on Aerith, then she'll only use those. She can't use like random ones that she doesn't have the material for. But I mean, that's just normal. But then the cool ones are like, because you know Aerith is really a mage and she's really squishy. So there's ones where an ally can just come and take a hit for her while walking, so they take reduced damage too. So when you're playing Aerith, when that happens, you're like, and some this kind of stuff, like you'll press it, and then it's like a buff she has, and so whenever someone attacks her, then Cloud will come and block her with his sword, right? I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, because now I don't have to run. But then it feels weird, because playing Remake, Aerith, Endgame was really strong. And now it feels like she lost everything and now she's super weak and you don't want to play her anymore because it takes forever to build her ATB again. So it feels like it took power away from you. And that's one thing I don't like about video games. Like for example, if you ever play the God of War game, every new God of War, they take away Kratos' power and Kratos goes back to regain his power, which feels so bad. And they keep doing it with games, like his own Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and then when you go to Tears of the Kingdom, they take away your Master Sword. And then they also take away like your shield and all your armor you got, so it feels so bad. And not only that, but it felt like, because you were so hard for the Master Sword, now I'm just like, from Breath of the Wild, like, and then you lose it, so you don't even get it. I'm just like, I feel like all your hard work is for nothing, and all the parts that you got and the stamina you got, you lose all that too. I'm just like, instead of making the character lose power, just create better enemies or mechanics or strategies that you have to do instead.
Kinda easy.
How are you liking it so far?
It's alright. I forgot how old school was. I forgot their heart.
How does this one compare to Automata or Automata? Yeah, because you know what it looks like to me? It looks like they took the old engine or the old stuff and just, I don't want to say reskin because they have to do a whole bunch of other stuff too, right? But like kind of put certain things over it. A game I think that did that really well is Demon Souls for the PS5, because it took the old Demon Souls engine and all that, and then they just modernize it, change the graphics around, to a point where I still think that's the best looking game on the PS5.
Yeah, visually that game looks amazing.
Yeah, but then no, yeah, but when you play it, you realize I mean, for the most part, it does feel decent, but there's certain things that, like mechanics, you're like, oh, this is like really old school.
I remember I played the Shield and Spear combo for the whole game. I don't know if that's viable, but it was OP.
The reason why, because like Demon Souls, the last boss was such a disappointment. Such a huge disappointment.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think they've beat it. I don't even remember what the last boss was.
Do you want me to tell you the last boss?
Yeah, I've never
Okay,
played it.
it's such a huge disappointment because the last boss is a stupid slug, and he literally does nothing to you. Like nothing. Like I'm like serious. Like he literally does nothing. He just crawls on the ground, and then you just run around and he'll crawl towards you slowly, and you just and then you just keep going around, going behind him and attacking him. I'm just like, because like for example, Dark Souls 3 is. I think Dark Souls 3 is a good last boss because he uses all the weapons that you use, right? Like the Great Sword. So I think it's basically your moveset, basically. So you kind of know it and you have to adjust according to. So I think that was a great last boss. Demon Soul, I'm just like, and now that all the bosses are, you can tell they're really old. Like they're really old school. They're pretty bad.
I mean, it was one of the first Souls games.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, for example, you know how Dark Souls 3, the stages were really good, same as the bosses were really good, but in Demon Souls, the only thing that's good is the stage, like the level. The bosses are really bad. And then imagine having because for example, Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3, you know how you got one flask and you level up your flask like through certain things, right? Like you'll get more flasks or you'll get stuff to make your flask stronger. So in Demon Souls there's no flask, there's this thing called grass. And then there's different kinds of grass. So so imagine carrying a whole bunch of flasks, and some of those flasks have different, they heal you differently. Like some will heal only little, some of them heal you a lot, some heal you full health, some heal you over time. So imagine have that on your slots and you're going through all those slots trying to memorize which grass does which.
Was it like that? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know what the original one was like, but the remake. I never played the original one. I've only played the remake one. The remake's like that, and I'm carrying a whole bunch of different grasses, and I'm trying to memorize. So what I do is I literally have to put the weaker one in slot 1, the medium one in slot 2, the full heal one in slot 3, and then the heal over time one on slot 4. So then I know which one is which, right? Because a lot of those grasses, they look the same to me. They're just like different colors and stuff, right? So imagine if you have all that, like all of just your flat. And that's not even items you get to use yet. Like that's not even like because you have other items that you can use, right? So imagine going right on the D-pad to go through all the grass, go through the whatever item that you need to use, right? The only good thing is you hold on the right button, it goes back into the first slot.
Oh wow! I know that.
But
That's
like,
actually kind of useful. Still, regardless, having to cycle through every single one.
yeah. So in my opinion, I kind of wish. Okay, there's certain things that I think that they need to change. Like they should just give you one flask, and then you can level it up, and you only have to have that spot for heal, and it heals however it heals, unless you like power up, like how like Demon Souls 3 or Elden Ring, and then that's it. And then you can find items to increase the amount that you hold too, right?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, items do have weight, and they do weigh you down. So imagine having like tons and tons of slots just for healing items. To the point where later on, when I had more health, I just sold the weaker grass, because there's no point in carrying those weaker grass. Because like it heals, because your health is so high that it heals shit anyways. Yeah, but the visuals for that game is so good. It's that game and Ghost of Tsushima so far are the two games on the PS5 that actually really uses your HDR. Like if you have like a true HDR monitor or display, it actually is. You actually notice a huge difference. Most other games, I don't really notice HDR. It just seems like a normal game still.
Yeah. Did you get Ghost of Tsushima for PS4?
Yeah, I got for the because I got when they had the expansion, because they came out with the expansion and then they did it as a bundle where you buy the game, you get the expansion with it, or sale or something like that.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I was thinking about the PC one. That's right, it did have like the PS5, yeah.
Yeah, so if the PS5 actually looks like, because the PS5 version of Ghost of Tsushima actually looks really good, imagine how much better it will look on PC.
Yeah.
Because on PS5 it uses checkerboard 4K, it doesn't use native 4K. And then I don't think PS5 is true ray tracing either.
Yeah, probably not.
But even then, it looks amazing on the PS5 though, like Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. I mean, even like way back when I played it on the PS4, like my OG PS4, outside of like the like super dropped frame rates, the game still looked really good. Because that game came out pretty much at the end of PS4's life cycle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I probably won't play it again though.
That ladder's broken.
It's to me, it's one of those games where, because there's just so much to do in that game, right? That and the thing is, I kind of already know the story, so because if you know the story, the shock is not really shocking anymore, you know?
Yeah, for sure. The online was not good either, right?
Oh, online it was so laggy. Like
yeah.
my experience, anyways. And I have good internet too, because they don't do servers; they do peer-to-peer connection. So if you connect with someone overseas or someone with bad connection, oh my god, it's so laggy. Yeah, I hate peer-to-peer type connections.
Yep. Same. Is that not what you're supposed to do?
I know. That makes no sense.
Just gotta jump at her. What you mean?
That's old school design for you.
Yeah. Yo,
Everything has to be pixel perfect.
that totally reminds me of. Did you get? I know you didn't play it, but did you play Last of Us Part 2, Matthew?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? There's one part of the game where I was literally like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do, but I know that I'm supposed to go jump on this airplane, and I swear to God, like I was there for like 10-15 minutes, and like thank God that the game literally, like, you know how like in Uncharted and Last of Us they both like, if you're struggling, like the NPCs will literally say like, hey, like, check this thing over here, or like, oh, maybe this will like help. Like, it took me so long to do it that the game literally like pointed my camera at like the tall ladder that I was supposed to grab. I was like, oh my, there was a ladder there this whole time and I didn't see it. Oh, I was so pissed. Yeah, it was a very minor part. There was no major story part of it. I just remember there was like an airplane that we had to jump on.
Get out of my way!
And I kept trying to jump, and I kept dying every single time.
Oh, if you hate that, you would hate Lords of the Fallen.
Oh yeah.
They have so many stupid things. I'm just like, I have no idea where the hell to go. And then sometimes there's a ladder, but they hide it so well. It looks like a part of like just the building or something, right? And then there, I go like, I didn't know where to go anymore, right? And again, they don't point the camera where you want to go, or they don't have NPCs tell you where to go, and NPCs don't tell you where to go and stuff like that, right? That I literally had to go watch walkthroughs to find out where to go.
Oh damn.
And because there's so many times where you gotta go back, like retrace your steps to go to another zone.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
I
the
hate
maps are so bad. The maps are so bad. The
By the
for example,
heavens, I have never
if
been
you're
treated
in
in such a
the
manner.
zone, there's no, because you know how
I am a being
and I appreciate Elden Ring or FromSoft so much because like every zone you're in has a distinct either a hallway or a distinct statue, so you can tell difference between this and that and where you've been before. And Lords of the Fallen, everything looks exactly the same. And I'm like, I have no idea where to go. Like, I don't know where to go.
Alright, well, I hope you guys like Dragon's Dogma. It's the same thing.
No, trust me, when you play Lords of the Fallen, you go to a swamp area, like you be lost in there like forever, and they don't like there's no distinct landscape to tell you where to go, basically.
Barrier preventing your passage simply disappear.
That sounds awful.
You can
That
really
literally
do that?
sounds like
I am Grimoire Vice.
well,
My
actually
very
no.
name bring
I'll take that back.
kingdoms to their knees.
Then do it already, Vice!
Do you have buttons to shoot out of the
You
book?
will refer to me by my full and proper name.
Just keep coming!
For some reason, all those little minions remind me of those Heartless in King of Hearts.
Yeah.
With a single word, I, Grimoire Weiss, shatter the very universe itself. Now, prepare
Oh,
to...
NIER is square.
Prepare to... Oh dear.
Oh, god.
dear.
It seems that the frantic bludgeoning you gave me earlier has caused my memory to escape me.
Are you for real? You are not nearly as helpful as you claim to be.
So, I don't remember what you said.
Okay, so I think Lies of P is a little bit better.
Suck the blood out of those things?
I don't really like Lords of Fallen. But then that's really subjective too, though. I know that is subjective, like, okay, so let's just say that if you're new to Elden Ring or From Software games,
hang in there.
you might not like it. But if you're just like a person who want to try it out, you might like it.
Is this magic?
Magic indeed.
No, because every time you attack, you lunge forward, right? And it's a bad thing because
I'm coming.
and there's a lot of
Yes.
platforming stuff where you gotta jump off ledges, like jump to floating platform to jump to another one, and then imagine if there's an enemy that pops up there, and then you attack, you lunge forward, and you fall off. So a lot of your deaths are just because you press an attack button, and then you lunge and you fall off. So yeah, because like almost every attack lunges you forward. So you're so scared to even attack.
It seems our task is going to be more difficult than I first
Oh, you gotta fight
envisioned.
two of those?
Look how these foolish creatures charge heedlessly into battle. Still, dealing with both of them at once may prove to be a daunting
And not only that, but
task.
those archers, the enemy archers, they have, I swear they have literally homing arrows. Because you know how Dynasty Warrior 3 they have homing fucking arrows?
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, so it feels like that.
Like,
Homing arrows, and you're like, oh shit, get away!
Keep your sword high.
The level design is bad, the enemy placement is bad, and knowing that they send like thousands and thousands of enemies against you, and you know whole game is will be like one at a time, basically. So they take the concept of you able to only fight one at a time, but they send almost the enemies at you and range at the same time, and you're like, how the hell am I supposed to deal with all this?
Oh, this is madness. You fight like a one-legged chicken.
Can you maybe be quiet for a second? They changed again?
Did the Elden Ring DLC come out?
Oh, I think it's coming out summer, June or July.
Forge their blades at all costs.
I'm on it.
Oh, I might give Persona 3 out.
Now, put it out of its misery.
Yeah, maybe I'll let you try.
Their sword
It's
attack
gonna
is
get-
not to be trifled with.
Persona 3 would probably be
Is Persona 3 just as long as 5?
No,
I have no
made it
idea.
longer.
Wait, 3 longer than 5? 5 was pretty long.
Oh,
I mean, I've never played 5, but I heard that you can put 200 hours into it.
yeah, well, they added new content, they updated the mechanics to it. I looked it up, and like, to beat the game minimum probably 80 to 120 hours pretty long, but they added more content once you beat it. And there's New Game Plus where there's more content. So they say about minimum 500 hours.
in number 3.
Yeah. Depends how much you want to play by, like, in classes and then the expansions. me out later.
Learn the pattern of its shot.
I think I would just play through the
Then
story.
finish it off.
I've
I mean,
got
that's
my
what it
hands
is
full
with
just
5.
dodging. Is this more of your power?
It would seem so.
From what I've heard,
Are you
number 3
sure
is
you know
like the
what you're
best,
doing?
like story-wise.
It's I find it actually harder than
It's harder.
yeah, because it's sort of like you really have to manage your time. You also have to like pass exams. Like, compared to most games, like, you guys have skipped the dialogue and you don't read like in-game notes. Persona 3, you gotta pass tests. So you pass the test, it boosts your stats as well. And also, passing tests and failing tests affects your relationship. And also, it opens up more opportunities to min-max your character or make more money or have better reputations with allies and all that. Or open new doors to opening better summons. And then you also have an X amount of days. Like, you have to finish, the game will end regardless of the story progresses, no matter how much
So it's not like 5 where you're given an X amount of days to finish the college?
you know, yeah, the same thing. There's that, but there's, I think, Persona 5, there's a story actually
Yes.
ends.
Yeah, you're given like... I think it depends where you are in the game, but you're given up to like... Or maybe 1. But no, I read everything. Or I read everything.
Now is your chance. Attack with all
There's
your
no
might.
skipping dialogue in that game.
Perhaps you should try succeeding next time. Take heed. The one-horned statue has gone berserk.
Got it.
Now is your chance. Attack with all your might. Has it gone haywire?
Compared to NiER Automata, I like how it did most of your things.
Was there that much blood in NiER Automata?
Sorry.
Was there that much blood in NiER Automata?
I guess it's not blood.
They are not but a horde of faceless minions. Swat them aside.
There's definitely blood spilled.
NiER Automata is no blood.
Focus on the small ones first.
You should heal yourself.
One to go. Keep your guard up.
That statue does not look happy.
Anger is but a form of negative energy. Nothing to fear.
I'm trying to hold the shift button and then block at the same time, but then it also stops.
This one excels at close combat. Keep your distance.
Time to strike from afar then.
I gotta multitask all that.
Perhaps you should try succeeding next time, hmm?
That's not what he said about the
Yona!
game.
Yeah, it's what a lot of the community said. It's very repetitive.
Oh. What the hell? There was a girl there this whole time? Yona.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I didn't mean to.
Isn't that
I just wanted to help.
somebody?
That's his sister.
Isn't she in NIER?
I'm the one who's
Yona?
sorry. You must have been scared out of your mind.
She will be.
Are you okay?
I don't know the origin story.
Perhaps we'd best depart.
I know nothing about the game, of the series, really.
Oh, okay.
The shrine's about to collapse.
If you want to be depressed, play Automata.
Be depressed? Is that sad?
The game is so depressing.
It's fun though. You gotta beat it 9 times.
Is this some Chrono Trigger?
It kind of ruins it. All I can say is beat it 9 times.
I mean, I don't do New Game Plus, so.
Oh, it's designed like that though. It progresses your game every time you.
You're faster than I thought.
And the story progresses.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the story progresses. The game progresses.
I really did.
Like, it's designed to reset
But
the
I
game.
couldn't find a lunar tear.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
that's lame.
I just wanted to
Oh, when you
make
play,
you
you'll see
rich.
why though. It's good.
and get rid of this
And like
disease.
whatever you don't finish in the first playthrough won't come
I'm
back in the
sorry.
second or third or the next playthrough.
Don't worry
You
about
get one shot at everything.
Yona? What's going on?
Yeah, I have to go back and play NIER. I beat it twice.
She has the black scroll.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
The weird coughing started about a month or so ago.
The disease curses the afflicted with strange runic symbols that gradually spread over the entire body. And I fear it is fatal.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Yona.
Come, it's best to let her sleep.
Some of the changes in Helldivers makes no sense. Because I don't understand why they nerfed the railgun
So
when the
unfair.
Arc Thor just replaced it. And it's, in my opinion, kind of better.
They just want one of the death row, which I already kind of figured out from what their team's gonna do anyway. It's just variety. Everyone's just carrying that, like Reddit, Discord. Remember when
Look,
Brand was like,
yeah,
playing with-
if you think about it,
Yona hasn't
the Arc
done
Thor has no
anything.
ammo,
Why do
so
terrible
it's
things
unlimited.
keep happening
It
to
could
I would gladly help
chain
the
to
lass
multiple
if I had
enemies,
means to do
and
so.
it basically just does the exact same amount of damage. And you don't have a risk of killing yourself.
Yeah, but that's the problem though. No one actually knew that. Most of the community were just sticking with the railgun until the railgun got nerfed. Then
She's
everyone
just a
thought
little kid.
the arc gun was the gun.
She doesn't deserve this.
It was the least played gun. Because no one knew what the art gun actually did or how powerful it was or the range delivered.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, Arc Thor is just my new railgun. It's way safer. The only thing is it has less range, but that's not a big deal.
Largon? Largon has huge range.
No, I mean because before, like with a railgun, you could kill like the mushrooms, like those mushrooms, far up into the distance. But the arc thrower, you can't.
Oh, you're back. I was worried about you. I heard you went through the Eastern Gate and... Wait, is that a book?
Yeah, it's...
Now see here. I am Grimoire Weiss, and you will treat me with the proper respect.
Wait, you're Grimoire Weiss? Oh, that is so cool.
Hold on, what? You know him?
Of course. He's the white book I was just singing about.
He's in your song?
Yeah, the Song of the Ancients. It's an old tune that's been passed down through generations of villagers. It's in a forgotten language, so I doubt you could make much sense out of it.
Do you know what it means?
Well, it's not like I studied it or anything, but I can tell you bits and pieces. There's this terrible black book that shows up and starts spreading disease all over the place. But then this white book appears and saves the world and everyone's happy. You know how it goes. What is it?
It's nothing. So how exactly does this white book save the world?
It's just a song, yeah? I don't really know the details.
Oh.
Aw, don't be sad. Look, why don't you go ask Popola? She's got a big brain, maybe she knows something.
Dog's bug.
That's a good idea. Thanks. A white book, a black book, and disease.
Is something the matter?
What? They wrote dialogue for that section.
No, I was just thinking.
Oh, continue on.
I heard about Yona. I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry.
Well, maybe you can help. What do you know about the song that Devila was singing?
Wait, is that Grimoire Weiss?
You know Weiss?
Finally, someone who appreciates quality when they see it.
Yes, well, the Song of the Ancients. Let's see. When the great black book, Grimoire Noir, brings calamity upon the world, the white book, Grimoire Weiss, will appear with his sealed verses. He will then use them to vanquish Grimoire Noir and purge the calamity he wrought, or so the legend goes.
What's a sealed verse?
No such records remain, so I can't say for sure. But they seem to resemble some form of magic.
Magic. That's it!
What is?
So the song says Grimoire Weiss purchased the world of this calamity, right? And he does so using these sealed verses.
Oh, and you believe the matter I infused in the shrine is one of these sealed verses?
Exactly, Weiss! With your power, we can cure Yona!
Guys, don't get too excited. This is just some old legend.
Hey, Weiss was just some old legend yesterday, but here he is! And if he's real, the rest of it must be too. He can cure the Black Scrawl. I know he can!
Do we know anything regarding the whereabouts of this Grimoire Noir?
Sorry, but there's nothing about that in any of the records. All I can say for sure is that there are a number of sealed verses out there.
Also, it appears the shades you fight and these verses are intrinsically linked.
Then we'll go kill every shade we can
Oh, the guy who
find.
voice acts for Illidan.
No.
Like, I don't know his name.
That's far too dangerous.
He does that guy's voice, or sounds like him anyways.
What an
Isn't he the same guy that does
absurdly
Gara?
reckless plan.
I don't know.
So
Doesn't
I
he
should
sound
just
like
sit
him?
around and do nothing
English
while
dub
Yona
Gara?
suffers? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember Gar's voice in English.
But... well, it's clear I won't be able to talk you out of this, so... I've heard the Shades are gathering near a village called the Eyrie. It's past the bridge on the northern plains. They should be done with the repairs by now. I marked it on your map for you. Maybe you could find one of the sealed verses there. Once you arrive, be sure to speak to the village chief. He lives in the house up on the highest point in the Eyrie.
Got it.
And be careful.
Hey.
What up?
What? Oh, I know that one.
What's up?
I know that screen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You beat it yet?
No, I'm at the beginning.
What the fuck?
Right.
I must say, that Song of the Ancients is a rather catchy number. I can see why the bards kept it alive through the eons.
Hey, can I ask a favor? I'm currently on duty and I need someone to relay a message for me. I ordered some training weapons from the blacksmith's wife, but they still haven't arrived. Can you go to the shopping district and ask her to... Thank you.
Yeah, it's a real toe tapper.
Hey, do you have time to take this parcel to the Eyrie?
Sure thing.
Oh, and this is really fragile, so you'll need to take it to the chief's house in the Eyrie.
Ah, crap.
Okay. I didn't think it actually break.
That did not sound good.
I think we broke something.
Oh, you broke the fucking parcel already.
Well, there is little point in finishing the delivery now.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I thought that might happen. Should have bought the guy a nice steel rod or something. Anyway, I've got another one.
Alright.
I wonder what happens if you break it, like, multiple times.
I think they actually programmed it in. Make sure I walk with it.
Ah, crap.
That did not sound good.
I think we broke something.
Well, there is little point in finishing the delivery now. Let's go back and apologize.
Yeah, I guess. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
Yeah, I see what you meant by how repetitive it is, the fighting.
Yeah, this game's...
You can
like,
save
if the
Jonas.
fighting was better
Heck,
and the
maybe we can
storyline
save
wasn't
the
as
whole world.
repetitive, it'd basically be
Can I, though?
just like playing NIER.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I guess I won't use you for kindling after all.
I'm only an
You
hour.
really should treat
I put on
omnipotent
hard.
magical
It
beings
took me
with
20
more
minutes to beat the
respect.
first tutorial boss.
Nice.
It's like, holy.
Oh, you can ride those. Yeah.
You're gonna ride me soon.
It appears to be deserted.
Did I just hang myself here or something? Oh, it's gonna suck.
Oh, have you done the boss here yet?
Oh, I told you, I'm just an hour in.
Shit.
Literally
You're gonna get
just
riggedy
beginning.
wrecked.
I just got the book. Just got Sir Grimwald. Dude, I need to deliver this glass. I don't want to walk bubbling back. Music's amazing, as always.
Oh yeah.
Did you know NiER Automata got nominated again for their album?
Probably. Soundtrack on that game slaps.
This is a weird place for a village.
How are we supposed to reach the chief's house?
Dude, you gotta do your delivery quest first.
If I get there. Oh, I didn't realize the chasing
Ah, crap!
That did not sound good.
I think we broke something.
Well, there is little point in finishing the delivery now. Let's go back and apologize.
Yeah, I guess.
I did this exact same thing as you did. Since I jumped off the cliff.
Is anyone even here?
I can't take it anymore. Kaine must not be brought to the village.
Oh, this game's so much harder on me.
So it's fun to the controller.
I know, but both my controllers are shifting, so...
Can't quite remember, it's been a while since I've played. But I think if you get your timing better, there's like a way to do more damage or something.
Once it's the parry, I know that. I just don't understand that one. Circle of God. I'll pull that off.
Yeah, this game feels like it's almost there, you know?
Yeah.
It just feels like a more primitive version of NieR Automata.
Well, that's the original.
Yeah. Well, it's not the original. It's like the fourth in the series.
Yeah, but it came out before that.
Yeah. It's the prequel.
NieR Automata. This much.
You also have it in the hardest difficulty.
No, old school hard.
Yeah. Japanese art. Yeah, I played it on medium.
Yeah, the thing about the
It was
Switch
a lot
is that
better.
nobody does hard.
You can't just lower the difficulty from the menu?
I haven't seen the opposite. I haven't seen it yet. Oh no, I don't think you get. I think it's one time only.
You're boned then.
I don't know how to aim that.
It's dark in here. Ow! It hurts, Mom! It hurts!
Going the wrong way, you gotta go back to where you were.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
There's a way up there. I forget how to do it though.
Oh, it's physical strength.
I think you need to jump down there somewhere.
Well, that's where I came from.
Oh, yeah.
Unless I have to kill that thing down there and left behind.
No, you don't need to kill it. There's like a ladder or something that you need to climb over there. So turn to your right and jump down. Yeah, jump down that pathway there. So if you go behind you, there's a ladder or something that you should have to climb.
Oh, that's the beginning.
Yeah, no, there's a ladder right there.
Oh,
Yeah, you just walk past the ladder is what you did. So you need to go up there, I think. Yeah, now you can go across the bridge.
wait, I did that whole thing for no reason?
Don't trust your kind.
Yeah.
There's just items over there.
Well, it's used later on in the game.
Having the lock up. No.
I'm looking for someone who knows about the sealed verses.
She's just like her. Like Kaine.
Well, this appears to be a glorious waste of time.
Hey there.
Leave our village at once.
What? Please, just listen to me.
Cursed. You are cursed.
The guys in the huts.
This must be the
Who goes there?
Well, we're...
Be gone, stranger.
Wait, listen...
Enough. Leave this village at once and never return.
What a pathetic bunch of rabble.
Hello, sir. I have a package for you.
It's broken. Go away.
What?
It would appear there are no powerful shades here. The sealed verses would never be found in such a place.
Yeah. Let's go talk to Popola and figure out a new plan.
I don't think you can.
You bring death to this village.
Why is it too...
Leave before you get hurt. Oh, there's no reason to go on.
Leave our village at once.
Oh, right.
I think you can make the jump from that bridge to that bridge, though. I think I've done that a couple times. Oh. You can make it if you don't jump off the second one. Yeah, I think it's a little faster.
Also, one hit.
The heck is that?
I've been using the wrong sword this whole time. I think so.
Nice
Did you want to do
flowers.
anything?
Yeah, I was gonna
Those
see if
are
you want to
lunar
play some Helldivers.
tears.
But do
Let-
this
You're
first.
kidding. Those are the ones I told Yona about.
Hands off the flowers.
Vice, why's that lady in her underwear?
I fear we have greater issues to deal with.
We should all dress like that.
Wait, is she a shade? Son of a bitch. I knew this would happen.
This woman is certainly not to be trifled with.
She has a fucking ton of health on hard. Oh yeah.
Wait, you be already done?
Don't let your guard
Probably.
or
Did we get her?
Damn, what a camera shot. Why is this looking like We're not done.
She's got the power of anime on her stuff.
Heck!
by my very pages, the girl wields magic.
I think we're going up there.
Let's go.
Well, you should take your date tomorrow to Comic-Con in Toronto.
She doesn't know anything about comics, though.
That doesn't matter. Just show her the costume.
Yeah.
The costume part is free.
Dude, you have to fight a kaiju, man.
Oh, what? Okay.
Come on,
What
are
is
you
this?
serious?
This is a
What
new
the
boss.
heck is going
Boss
on
number
here?
2.
Stay out of my way! He's mine, you idiots!
It would appear we are not the focus of her anger.
It's not.
Beware the shockwave. Hold back until we have a chance to approach.
No, you gotta jump.
Just spat something out. What are those?
Are these guys shades too?
They spawn shades if you leave them too long.
I didn't know shades could get that big.
The scale of this one is like nothing you've encountered before. Ready your guard.
Die! Die, die, die! I'm gonna pull out your teeth and cram them up your ass!
That woman's mouth is as fierce as her sword work.
Let's just focus on defeating this thing.
What the hell? How did I hit?
You walk forward.
I'm pretty sure I was pretty far from it.
You have like a sliver of health left.
Maybe go up there. You have power. that pushing someone out? It's more like a cushion.
Thanks. I told you to stay out of the way.
Rock kick straight to the head.
Get back here, you.
The symbols are disappearing.
That's what she has to do. Gotta fight a beast at her level. At her age.
Is she human?
This one has been possessed by a shade. She exists as neither fully human nor other.
I feel bad for treating her like one of those things. We have to help her.
Oh, there we go. Got Dark Hand.
Dark Hand kind of sucks, though.
Does it?
Yeah.
You're awake.
You.
I'm sorry we attacked you. We thought you were a shade.
Well, you're half right. Now get the hell out of here.
Now see here. We made our apologies and came to your aid. The least you can do is grace us with your name.
It's okay, Vice. She's probably just exhausted.
My name's Kaine.
Ah, the name we heard back in the village.
Look, nothing good is gonna happen if you stick with me. So do like I said and go. Get lost already, would you? Get lost already, would you? Get lost. Get
What are you doing?
Get lost.
I want to see if she'd said
Get lost.
Did you know she'd
Oh, and one more thing.
Oh gosh.
That monster back there, it's mine. Stay the hell away from it.
There's
A half-human and a giant shade.
She's
You,
kind of pretty,
move the camera
but she's
under her
really
and her
intense.
Have you ever
Yeah,
done
she
that?
kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do the same thing in nIER.
But doesn't nIER, they just kick you back, and here they actually just kill you. It's a game over screen.
Yeah, here she kills you if you do it enough. You also get an
I'm
achievement
worried
for
about
it.
Yona.
Oh, no.
Let's go see how she's doing.
Encourage men to look at the canning until you get murdered.
You go right the board.
Hey, it's a wild boar.
Have you the skill to hunt one of those
Maybe
down?
need a power up.
I don't know. They look pretty strong. This is impossible.
I think you need to hit him in the rock and then ride him or something.
I'm...
Alright, I'm gonna go save this.
It's explained later in the story. If I tell you, it'll give it away.
I figured it was something like that.
There is a fast travel point down there.
Verse inside that enormous shade. I'm certain
Yeah,
of it.
down to your left, there's a little boat you can take.
But there's
I don't know
no
if
way
you
we
have it
can take
unlocked
that
yet.
thing on now. I need to get stronger.
Yeah, you don't have it unlocked yet.
I don't like the tutorial at the start.
No, the start is the most annoying part of this game.
No, the tutorial?
Yeah.
It gets you up to like level 30 within minutes, and it's like, hey, I got to over. Okay.
Oh, you want to do some Helldivers?
Sure. Oh. Be right back. I have to restart my computer. Looks like my drive's not working for that.